We are late, but we are here, and today we are going to try to run faster than a 12.4. The downfall of cutting these doors is that the windows can't roll down, and I am sweating like a mother. So, after I checked my car, there was an oil spill, so we've been waiting for like an hour. Testing tune is about to be over in like 45, and I haven't made my first pass yet. Ain't that some shit? So here's what happened. That pass was super shitty. It ain't going in second gear like it's always done before with the whole stretched cable and even switching to the shifter box and putting the shift stopper on the box. I don't think those two would fix the hyperextension of the cable. Somebody oiled down the track and they spent like an hour or so cleaning it, and given that I was a little bit late today, I was only able to make one pass in while waiting, and they closed the line down, so that means I can't even go back up. My day for TNT is over, and Grudge is going to start in 1 hour. So they told me, I asked them, I was like, or Miller asked them, and they said, well, if you didn't make a pass and the lanes are closed for TNT, just go back in the pit, wait until Grudge starts, and then continue racing in Grudge match. So I don't have to pay the extra $40 for Grudge. And I'm sitting here contemplating to change out my cables, because I did buy another set of cables. I did bring it with me, so I'm gonna talk to Miller, see if they can help me real quick, and then we'll try to switch out the cables, maybe take out the shift stopper, and get the car ready for Grudge. But if I don't race Grudge, and just kind of hang out here, because there's a Grudge match between Josh and the Tongman. If you guys don't ever see the Tongman on YouTube, he has an 8th gen with the CT Engineering supercharger on it, and they're going to be racing. So load up my car, watch the rest of the day, or like I said, swap out the cables and then run the car for Grudge match. All right guys, so I had to apologize. The last clip was after the first pass, which is like 3-4 hours ago, and we just been chilling out. Josh has been racing his Integra. I believe he did 2 passes now, and he's in line. But we decided, you know what, we're out here, we're chilling. I'm actually in the Grudge race. I didn't have to pay extra for it because I didn't get to run TNT. But we decided to swap the cables out, the one that I bought on Thursday at the 50% off, with the help of the friends here, and he's putting this one right here, the cables to the shifter, and he's doing the one to the trans. I gotta find a cotter pin real quick. But yeah, whether we go faster than 12.4 tonight or not, I don't care. Like, honestly, after what had happened and everything that I've done and not fix the issue after the first pass. I was a little frustrated, you know, but that all comes part of racing. And we're gonna make another hit. I'm either gonna let Miller drive it or Faye drive it, or I'll drive it. I don't know. The line is pretty long, they said, so I'm not even sure if I'm willing to just sit there and freaking wait now that we're towards the end of the event. But we're gonna change the cable out. We're gonna take out the shift stopper, and we're just gonna send it and see what it does. So I'm gonna remove this guy right here so we can shift now that this cable hopefully isn't as stretched as my last one. Let me show you my last one. So this is how my last one looks right there. All of this jazz right here. Junk. What up, guys? So last night I got home at 2 o'clock. We stayed for the rest of the event, the grudge match, and just kind of watch, and you know, got to hang out with Fabian, Joe and his family, Austin Miller at Miller Built. It was definitely nice chilling with those guys and kind of get to know them, and you know, like talk about their setups, my setups and stuff, and you know, hopefully we'll see those guys in their cars out there next track. My car, we tried to swapping out the cables, and the cables ended up being too short. And if you guys remember in my Junkyard video before this one, I actually compared the Prelude cables to the Accord one, and the Accord one was shorter. Now it appears that I need the longer one, and man, wow, that shit hurts, bro. So it appears that I need the longer one, and I was almost certain that I have the Accord shifter box, but the cables weren't. So right now I'm just waiting for Chewy. He's gonna come pick me up right now. Today is the last day off, Sunday, for the 50% off, and I'm gonna go snag the RSX cables, the shift box. I'm gonna snag the Prelude cables, and when I get back, I'm gonna offload the car, get the trailer kind of set away for tomorrow to deliver it back. And we'll take you inside the car, show you what my issue was. So me and Chewy's right here in the junkyard, and I'm going to go find my Accord to get those cables that I left behind. The RSX is in the back, so I'm going to go pull the shifter box and the cable from that. But before I get walking here, this Accord just came in. This is a whole new row, and this Accord has a K24 in it. K24A4, and I kind of walked around the whole car, kind of look at it real quick and see why it was in the yard. Apparently it was in a car accident. Airbags are deployed, so it might have been an insurance claim car that this junkyard bought from the auction. And I'm going to assume the engine is good. It's 100% there. Automatic though, but given that the junkyard part going to charge me about $300 with all the accessories at half off, probably get it about $150 or so. And I'm gonna go grab all my stuff, and I'm gonna come back and help him yank this motor out of the car. I fucking slept. RSX shift box and cables are gone. This is actually a Type S2, and ECU is also gone. So the row where the red Accord is at right now with the K24, that is the actual row where I left the cables on the Honda Accord. Now they've already taken the car, and that means the cables are gone too. If we can score the K24, it's a win for us. For him. How to yard. So we got the K24 loaded up on his buddy's truck, and I went back and got my shifter box from the other RSX, and lucky for me, I got a short shifter adapter from New Speed on here. But I thought I hit the mother load because, you know, I fuck with the cassettes, but I don't listen to these. Check it out. Jose Alfredo Jimenez.
Right there, Vicente Fernandez.
Bro, you listen to this stuff. I wish I could take it, man, but fuck. What I'm gonna do with it? Sell for like 25 cents at the flea market? Fuck. I am super tired. So, got the car off the trailer, and when I was on the trailer, I had to put it in reverse first, then get into the car, turn it on with the clutch down, reverse it off, turn it back off, put it on first gear, do the same thing, and drive it up. Now, I could have pushed it, but I already got a headache from beating in the heat all day in the junkyard. Yeah, so we got the car. I'm gonna move it up a tad bit more to kind of clear it out of the, you know, out of the sun, and fix it in place before we start tearing it down. So let me show you guys the issue that I was having with the car. Obviously, I missed gears just as I did every other time going to the track. So the new cables right here, this is right here is all pinned in place, and I just reconnected this back on the transmission, and you can see neutral is out of place, so it's all the way forward, which causes this all the way to the left, and that's the length of that cable. And then this one is super short, so it actually pulls this shifter all the way forward, and that's pretty much like all that I have right there. So obviously I couldn't, you know, use that at the track and get the car, you know, to go down the quarter mile again. So we just loaded it up and called it a day. No big deal. It's all part of racing. It's funny because like all of this was cherry before I went to the track. Car turned on every single time here at the house, but when I got to the track, shifter issues, the car didn't fire, the starter didn't work, nothing. We had to keep, you know, jump starting it or whatever, but push starting it or whatever. And you know, like I said, it's all part of it. And I told you know, the friends that I was hanging out with over there, Miller and his friends, that even if I don't, you know, break a PB yesterday, that I was still going to proceed with the turbo setup. I can't say I didn't try. And you know, at the end of the day, we're going to be boosting this week, and definitely going to be looking forward to that. I hope you guys are too. I'm not going to let this little thing right here, you know, kind of stop me on my track. So what I plan to do now is, instead of running around trying you know, the hassle of looking for the correct shift cables, I came across this shifter box in the junkyard. Now originally I was looking for the Type S one, the blue one that I was looking at last week, and somebody already snagged it with the cables, and this was a base model RSX that was in the first row. So I went and snagged this box after we already paid for the K24, and the center console and everything was still attached. And yesterday me and Miller was talking about this little piece, which kind of shortens the throw on the RSX shifter box. It's just an attachment that brings the cable up higher, which then how do you say it, like it shortens the throw because it's taller in height, and it's obviously a little bit more forward than where the original pin sits at. So it connects up here now instead of the bottom. And what are the chances that I went to the junkyard, pulled the center console off, and this shifter has that adapter on it. So that's awesome. Now with the whole shifter problems and not able to find that cable that I left in the yard, and another cable that may or may not work for this car, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and spend a little bit of money, find some cables. I heard Yanakas were pretty good. You know, obviously I can't afford a K-tuned one, and just gonna run a full RSX cable and shifter box, and then I'm probably going to try to make my own bracket instead of forking out $100+ for that K-tune bracket that sits on the transmission to work with the A-swap. And it's about experimenting. If I can make it work, I'll make it work. If it doesn't, then, you know, we'll swipe one and have one on our way here so we can button up the whole shifting issues for when the car does get turboed and we go down the track, we won't have any more of that issue. So as far as today goes, that's pretty much going to be it. I got the trailer loaded up. I'm going to be delivering that back to Caesar tomorrow, and I want to give a huge shout out to him, Caesar at NORCALAUTOSTYLEZ, for hooking me up with the trailer when my trailer guy didn't reply back. If you guys are in the Bay Area or local, Caesar has 2-car trailers, utility trailers, single car trailers, and just any trailer for the job. If you guys need one to rent for the day, if not weeks, he's got it. I'll link his Instagram below so you guys can contact him. He also runs a shop, obviously, called NORCALAUTOSTYLEZ. So if you guys are looking for any parts, be sure to hit him up. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I gotta clean up. I've been rolling in dirt all day. So if you guys like this video, please do hit the like button. If you guys want to stick around for the turbo content, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because the cool stuff is coming. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.